Here are my 4 tips that stop me from hitting Claude Code's limit every session. Filter the junk before Claude even reads it. If you're gonna ask it, what's my strategy right now? That's a simple question, right? But behind the scenes, Claude will go and find that answer. So what will it do? It will go and search for the folder, read through the documents, and all the text, every folder name, every line in the file, goes into Claude's memory. And that is not just for this message. Claude will keep it and it will reread it, your next message, and the next one, and the next one, until you clear the context of your current session. That's like you are asking your assistant, hey, what's my schedule for today? And instead of her saying, you have 2 meetings, they will print out the entire calendar of the year, and then it will read it back to you before answering every future question you will ask her today. Let's fix that. It's a free tool called RTK. 2 commands to install, it takes 5 seconds. We are gonna run these 2 commands from our terminal. At this moment we are not inside Claude. So I'm inside my terminal. The first command, it's brew install RTK. Second one, it's RTK init with this parameter called hook. This way, we make the RTK run always in the background. If you don't use this hook parameter, you will get some extra tokens burned. So without this parameter, you will have one RTK markdown file created inside your Claude.md. And as we know until now, ClaudeMD gets read every time you start a new session. So we don't want that. We want to use these 2 commands, the installation of RTK and the running in the background, as efficient as possible. So make sure you are using this parameter, hook, right? So we need this hook. This is their official page. It is a Git repo with more than 6,000 stars, and all these commands, they can show you before having RTK, how many tokens do you burn, and after. So what happens behind the scenes? Every time you talk to Claude in natural language, asking it to do something, it will do some bash commands. These commands will bring back to Claude a lot of noise. With these 2 commands, our goal is to only give Claude what's relevant, not all the noise, the extra lines. You don't need to understand what these commands do, but we need to understand that if we give Claude only the relevant information, the session will be longer because the token consumption is reduced. The quality of the answer will be better because the context is not bloated with useless things. After let's say 1 day of installation and working with Claude Code, you can use RTK gain to actually see how much tokens did you save. These are the metrics, the savings from a colleague of mine, a developer who's developing with Claude Code quite heavily. So as you can see, he saved quite a lot. Long story short, RTK strips out the noise that all the commands that you give to Claude Code, the commands that are calling tools, and they give back to Claude the reply, they are stripping out all the noise from the tools. If you are on Windows, you can also install this. You just go to RTK AI app, scroll down, you have Linux, macOS, Windows. Write better prompts. The impact is huge. A vague prompt makes Claude read 10, 20 files, but a specific one, it will only read 1 or 2 files. That can cost you up to 2,000 tokens for nothing. For example, if you are gonna ask it, improve my code, this is very vague. But if you tell it, hey, fix the problem in the document called strategy.md on line 12. This is super specific and Claude will only read what it needs to so that it can solve your problem. Compact at 60%. Remember the progress bar, the tip number 1? This one, the visual way to see how full your context is. For now I'm at 7%, so we have plenty of room. But as you keep talking to Claude and keep developing, it climbs 60, 40%. And the fuller it gets, the worse the answers get. Claude starts forgetting things, it starts to repeat itself, maybe missing details. By default, Claude waits until 95% to clean it up. That's way too late. It's already struggling by then. Here are two things you can do. Watch the status bar. Whenever you see it go to 60%, then use the compact command. And here you have two options. You can let Claude decide what's relevant, or you can even tell it, "Hey Claude, I'm working on the strategy document." If you give it instructions, it becomes better. But you can even automate this, so you don't have to watch for the 60% manually. We want to apply these compact settings at a global level, so disregarding the workspace, we always need to compact at 60%. To achieve this, we need to apply this to the global settings. If you don't know where your global settings is, you can ask Claude, "Hey Claude, where is my global settings file?" Once you navigate it to your global Claude folder, you're gonna see two types of files. Ones that are hidden and ones that are not. The hidden ones, they start with a dot, this is the convention. And to make them visible on Windows, you have View, Show Hidden Files. On Mac you have this command, Command Shift Dot. We can see settings.json. I'm gonna add just 3 lines. This is all we need. So we are gonna say auto compact at 60%. If you don't wanna open this file, you can just tell Claude, "Hey Claude, please do it." Install context mode plugin. When the agent compacts the conversation to free up space, it forgets which files it was editing, what tasks are in progress. Compact is not perfect. Every compact command is a small loss. If you use multiple ones, they will add up. Context mode is an MCP server that solves this issue. It takes 5 seconds to install. You will just have to run these commands. This is a GitHub repo. You have 2 commands to install, run them directly from your terminal, and to verify, I will just copy the command. All green, performance is now fast. So we are good to go. I created the cheat sheet with all commands and I attached it in the first link in the description.